The king of Autotune and a pioneer for a tsunami of replicas during and after his reign, T-Pain set the standard for hip-hop singing, and the technical tune pitch he popularized in the mid-2000s. While signed to Akon's record label, Convict Music, he released top-charting hits like I'm Sprung and Buy You a Drink, and many others that we'll be discussing later on in the video. When he wasn't releasing timeless tunes, he stayed booked and busy featuring on your faves and their faves songs. Although he had popularized the Autotune sound, that same effect would be the culprit to the decline in his once booming career. With a swarm of upcoming singers biting the sound in their own music and making it a staple in their own sound, similar to many other trends, over a period of time you just get tired of seeing it. Well, in this case, people got tired of hearing it. From Lil Wayne and Snoop Dogg to Kanye West, Future, Kesha, and a whole laundry list of others. Although worked well at excelling others and their careers, it turned T-Pain's career into a parody of itself. He was blamed for the swarm, and Jay-Z's 2009 track, Death of Autotune, was said to be a dig at him, with Usher telling him that he messed up music, Kanye West outright stealing his lyrics, and going so broke he couldn't even afford fast food. This combination sent T-Pain spiraling into a years-long depression that he never thought he'd bounce back from. So how exactly did the tool used to skyrocket his career become the same tool used to nearly destroy it? Starting as early as the age of 3, Tallahassee Payne, aka T-Pain, knew he loved music, and by the age of 10, had completely transferred his bedroom into a makeshift studio using a beat machine, keyboard, and 4-track recorder. Before he was known as the king of Autotune, he broke into the scene as a rapper and had later joined the rap group Nappy Heads in 2004. They recorded and later released I'm Effed Up, a cover of Akon's song Locked Up, which had gotten the attention of Akon himself. Akon thought the cover was it and made the decision to go sign T-Pain to his label, Convict Music. Akon's musical genius radar must have been beeping more than a pager in the 90s, because T-Pain's first album, Rappa Turnt Sanga, revealed that he was not here to play with the rest of these hip-hop boys. The first single on the album, I'm Sprung, became a hit almost instantly, shooting the number 8 on the Billboard Top 100, as well as number 9 on the Hot R&B and Hip Hop Song Chart. The second single, I'm in Love with a Stripper, featuring Mike Jones, did even better, reaching number 5. His follow-up album in 2007, Epiphany, saw an even bigger success when the song Buy You a Drink, featuring Young Jock, became a number 1 record, his first of many. He went on to feature on a plethora of artist songs and projects, like Kanye West's Good Life, which earned him a Grammy, Kiss Kiss by Chris Brown, Jamie Foxx's Blame It on the Alcohol, and a hell of a lot more. Of course, I can't forget flo-rida's Low, which spent 10 weeks at number 1 on top of the Billboard charts. He was in such high demand for features that he'd earned 14 number 1s through features in the year 2008 alone. 2009 would be a sort of turning point in his career, and not in a way he'd hoped. With everyone hopping on the Autotune bandwagon, the sound was being more used than a public bathroom, and I guess Jay-Z was feeling froggy, so he jumped right on a track called DOA, short for Death of Autotune. And with FT Pain chants roaring through audiences whenever Jay performed it, this led people to believe the song was taking a shot at T-Pain. Clearly, T-Pain thought the same, because it was revealed he was planning on writing a diss track to Jay, but opted out. During a live performance of DOA, Pain surprised Jay on stage, arms crossed, to which Jay responded by mimicking his stance. Apparently, Jay had no idea that it was T-Pain on the stage and thought it was a fan trying to hug him or something of the sort. His words, not mine. He said he thought it was bold of the fan to do, and thought they were on some rock star type-ish. But after finding out that it was in fact T-Pain, Jay expressed that he had no hard feelings towards him, and the song actually wasn't a dig at him at all, more so to everyone else lacking originality by using the effect. To add insult to injury, another example being Christina Aguilera wearing a t-shirt that said Autotune is for pussies during a red carpet event, and then Saturday Night Live getting the musical parody group The Lonely Island and T-Pain himself to sing on their song I'm on a Boat. The song was even nominated for a Grammy, and when asked about the Grammy nom, T-Pain admitted that it was weird that his music didn't get nominated, but a mockery of the art did. Now known as the king of Autotune and the go-to person for a hit, Kanye West decided to hit him up for his own album, 808 and Heartbreaks, which was heavily inspired by T-Pain's first album. this wouldn't be the last time Kanye would ask T-Pain for a helping hand. Ye and Pain linked up yet again to work on Kanye's and Jay-Z's joint album, Watch the Throne. As innocent as that all sounds, the plot thickens when one day, in the studio, T-Pain thought it'd be a good idea to have Kanye listen to some of his being T-Pain's own raps from his mixtape he had planned on releasing soon. While listening and vibing out to the mixtape, Kanye would add his 3 cents, giving T-Pain either the nod of approval or nah, this ain't it glare. He said that Kanye specifically called one of his bars corny, just to turn around and use it on his My Dark Twisted Fantasy album in the song Dark Fantasy. The lines in particular being, "Ya ninjas wins low and I'm smarter than Steve Urkel," and "Too many Urkels on your teams that why you wins low." Okay, not too bad, right? And just like that, the pot begins to stir. Still aiding Kanye with his 808 album, Ye thought it'd be a good old idea to write a song for T-Pain. A diss track describing how incredibly whack Pain's ideas were, even getting everyone and their cousins to join in on singing and chanting. T-Pain's ish is weak. T-Pain laughs about it now, but you can imagine how that environment must have felt. During an episode of Netflix, This Is Pop, he revealed that he spiraled into a 4-year depression, insinuating that a comment Usher, yes, Raymond, had told him was the straw that broke the camel's back. He recalls Usher telling him that he had single-handedly effed up music. He was like, "Yeah man, you really fucked up music for real singers." I was like, "What did I do?" I came out and I used Autotune. He was like, "Yeah, you fucked it up." I'm like, "But I used it. I didn't tell everybody else to start using it." That is the very moment, and I don't even think I realized this for a long time, but that's the very moment that has started a 4-year depression for me. When the episode aired, of course, social media did what it does, and opinions, rants, and memes about the situation came about. Usher's inboxes were lit up with fans wanting to know the scoop, and not long after, Usher revealed that T-Pain had actually called him before the episode aired to let him know that his name would be mentioned. Usher also claimed that he and T-Pain hashed things out, to which T-Pain denies, but said it was whatever. Oh, y'all thought it was over? Not so fast. Beef with rapper Future, and I do say beef loosely, had ensued when T-Pain took to social media, blasting the rapper and DJ Khaled for using shots of his Bugatti in Ace Hood's song, Bugatti. Funny thing about Bugatti you woke up in? It's mine. Oh, the irony. Ha ha ha, funny. How the new T-Pain has to use the old T-Pain's Bugatti for his Bugatti hook. Ha ha ha. Yeah, so there's that. But wait, there's more. He didn't just stop there. T-Pain also stated during an interview that Future didn't know how to use Autotune correctly. In response, Future stated that he'd lost respect for him after the jabs. Pain tried to backtrack, but it was too late. I don't look at him the same no more, because you've got to respect the man as a man. You can't say something, then try to take it back. I know how you really feel. It ain't like I got into beef with him, I just want to stay as far away from that situation as possible. Pain later admitted that he was the worst friend of all time, but that he still stood by what he said. During an appearance on The Breakfast Club, he had revealed that he had lost around $40 million due to bad deals and investments and couldn't even afford to get his kids Burger King. Flash forward to recent years, needless to say, he has found his light once again and has been applying non-stop pressure, releasing back-to-back music like Shootin' Up the Club and his most notable new release, I Like That, featuring Kalani. He won Fox's competition show The Masked Singer back in 2019 and involves himself in other business endeavors and streams regularly on Twitch. T-Pain's hiatus from the music world was in retrospect a result of trying to outdo himself by chasing number ones and eventually feeling stagnant in the process. The public backlash and celeb slander, although unintentional, resulted in him feeling as though his place in the business was up for grabs as well as not needed. Low self-esteem and depression almost ruined something that once made him happy. Now he says that when he creates, he doesn't lean on the influence of radio repetition. He wants you to vibe with his music on your own terms, and not because you heard it excessively play on the radio. Let us know your thoughts and opinions in the comments section down below, and stay tuned for more true celebrity stories.